Alright. So, I thought we're gonna do some more planet crafter on our Batoodle planet, which is the humble planet DLC planet thing. We have done some first steps already, some first stages in our transformation, and we're gonna just continue a bit. We're on the way to liquid water, which means that we may at some point soon get lakes. That would be cool. We do have lakes already, but we're gonna have to also get some lakes. Last time, the very last thing I think that we did was build this here, which is gonna solve all of our water issues. We will never ever have to, hopefully, collect ice for water anymore. It's just gonna passively collect water. I don't know how quick it is, but I think one should be enough. Maybe I'm just gonna make a second one, but it does need a super alloy, which I think we don't have. Gonna take a quick look there. If we do, maybe we don't. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad to have a second one, just in case. Let's see. I think they should be in there. We have exactly 0. That's great. Alright, so what do we do then? Let's check real quick if we can make something fun and like we can make lots of fun and exciting things. There's a new ore crusher too. Not too focused on the ore crusher, to be honest, right now. I kind of want to explore at the moment. Do we have... We don't have too many... What's it called? Oxygen tanks. Do we have cobalt? We do have some cobalt. Let's make some oxygen tanks first and then do some exploration. I think that's something that we could do. And we'll take, I think, 3 of them with us and leave the rest here. Do we take more food? I don't think we need to take more food. Let's drink some water before we leave and head out into the, I don't know. Can you call it wilderness? I guess you can call it wilderness. I, for some reason, always connect wilderness with plants. And there is none of those here. We got our first water bottle from the, what's it called? Let's see. Atmospheric water collector. We got our first water bottle. We are now literally swimming in water bottles. So let's see. I think I want to go up here. It's not gonna be some new area that we haven't been to before, but just to check if there's maybe some chest that we haven't found yet. It would always be great to like have some blueprints maybe. I would enjoy that. But we are starting our session today with a bit of a disappointment again. That's fine. It's just how life is. And yeah, no. But there's a chest over there which we can grab. There's some iron. It's not too important right now to get iron in my opinion. I would rather see what else we can find. Not too great, to be honest. And I don't wanna, you know, fill up the inventory, run back and everything. That's kind of not what I'm in the mood for. But I think, oh yeah, we need, I would like to know what's in here. But for this we need explosives, of which we have none currently from what I understand. Is it just ice? I would hope it's not. Maybe it's titanium? I would hope it's not. It's just boring. I don't know if I would want to waste the whole explosive device, explosive charge on that stuff. But yeah, I'd like to check it out when we have something explosive. We did have some, but we used them for uranium deposits. And I think that was a great idea. We are now swimming in energy. We are both swimming in water and electricity. It sounds a bit dangerous, but so far it's fine. Let's see. So yeah, I think I'm gonna mostly, for the first few minutes, look around what's happening here if we find something cool like this. Blueprint, microchip. Gonna take the iridium rod too, because why not? And there is some cool stuff over there. There's another chest. I'm gonna skip this stuff for now. And I'm gonna do some oxygen. Let's see, so we can't take apart this one. We need some deconstruction upgrade. Same for this. But I think we can look in this one, yeah. Let's sort it. Super alloy for sure. Let's take the uranium because I think that's just a great idea. And let's see what this one has. Alright, read message. Security system disabled. An attack occurred, but my defense protocol failed. An intruder has taken control. My security systems are no longer functional. I am now unusable. My goal was protection and I failed. And we don't know which year this was in. Crazy. Maybe the most crazy of all stories that we have ever witnessed. Let's see what else we find. So far I think I haven't gone this far out into the world. And I think it wouldn't be too bad to, you know, put down a little living compartment here, especially in this area, which is very, like, open. So I think this would actually be very good for a base. Let's do that actually. I'm gonna collect, hopefully, the stuff for a living compartment. We do not have any cobalt, and I think we need 1. We need 0. Okay, so we don't need cobalt. We need 2 titanium, 3 iron. And I think we're pretty much in luck here. We should have the stuff all around here. Don't need more silicon, we already have enough. Don't need magnesium. Let's plonk down 1 living compartment here. Like this. And then we need 1 more iron. Gotta have it somewhere. This is an iron. There we go. And we can build the door in this direction. There we go. Take a little breather inside, do some sniff sniff. And maybe... Nah, we don't need to drink water yet. I hope I'm not gonna forget to do that in a moment. There's a giant spaceship over there, which is very interesting to us. There is some interesting biome with spikes over there. For sure could take a look at that. And here we have some explosives. Perfect. That is very good. So I'm kinda considering right now to find out what those exploding thingies are. Things that you need to blow up. Terraforming task. Carefully or carefully manipulate explosive devices. I think we already had that. Can't complete. I think I already found something like this. It is raining right now. I just now noticed it's raining. That's new. That is thanks to our climate change on this planet. Thanks to our terraforming. We now have rain. Which also means that lakes can start to form, I think. I think they don't just form from like glaciers. But also from rain. So this is going to be interesting to see where bodies of water form. Let's go back in here to do a little sniff. And we already have quite good stuff that needs to soon come back to our home. So I think I'm gonna go blow up the stuff with the explosives and then go home with whatever we have, empty the backpack and then go out again. I mean, we also have lots of blueprints that we can, I don't know, decode and figure out, maybe get something cool there, like a bigger backpack. But I think those are unlocked with progression itself. So I totally forgot where those things were to blow up. I think I'm going in a completely wrong direction right now. That is not too great. Let's drink some water. Yeah, I have completely lost my way again. Maybe it was kind of... oh, well, it actually tells me where we need to go home. And I think it was kind of on the way there. So I'll just head this direction. It wouldn't be too bad to put up a beacon here, I think. It needs aluminium, but I think one of the chests around here had aluminium, so I'm gonna... yeah, I'm gonna quickly build a beacon here. Just to have it. There is no aluminium in this one, but I think in this one. Yes, okay. We need aluminium, we need titanium and silicon. There's some silicon. And titanium here. I don't know how to call this one. Mountain base maybe? Let's call it mountain base. Or plateau. But then I would have to know how to type plateau. Let's call it let's call it high. No, mountain base. And let's have this... yeah, let's have it be blue, since it's closer to the sky, which is also blue. One thing that we have terraformed our world towards, and we also need to very quickly take a sniff again, refill our oxygen, and then head out towards our home. And I'm actually considering now to maybe start moving stuff over here, depending on what's in the surroundings, because there's lots of space here. We can really build the whole base there and not like split it up. I think that would be very good, but we'll see. There's so much stuff over there, but I think I can't get up. No, I can't fly up there. So we would have to build our way up there, or maybe it progresses over time with terraforming that we can get up there. Let's blow one of those up and see what's this stuff inside here. What do we get? Super alloy. Ooh, that is very good. And I thought that this could be something like ice or titanium. Super alloy is of course very, very nice. But our bags are completely full. I don't remember that there were super alloy rods. I don't know if I don't remember because it wasn't in the base game, or if I just don't remember because I forgot. Look at all of this. So yeah, our bags are completely full now. I guess we're gonna have to go back anyway. And then figure out how we want to proceed. In theory we could do some explosive runs, so that we run there again, blow up all the stuff, use up all our explosives and come back with the super alloy. We'll see. And I see some green already, so our grass spreaders are indeed working and spreading grass. That is very cool. And then further down the line there is gonna be actually, it does look a bit, it's not too much, but further down the line there's gonna be actually more grass that comes naturally from the terraforming, I would assume. Like, I would assume that it's very similar here to the base game. Yeah, we are slowly progressing towards liquid water. Still taking some time. Let's put the uranium in here. We do have enough for another rod, which means for another reactor in theory. Do we need one? We have 102 kilowatts more than we need. I mean, this could kind of help us going towards not needing solar panels. But I think we're just gonna leave them for now and deal with it later. Now, yeah, true, we have removed the screen for the blueprints here, since we can use this one now. Let's decode our chips. We have a T2 jetpack. That is very good. Agility boots again, and a display case. So, about the display case I'm not too excited, but the jetpack and the boots are very interesting. The jetpack, no, we can't make that because we need osmium. So I would assume that osmium is the shiny blue ore that is in this ice cave in this direction under the frozen lake. That is gonna take some time. Do we already have the T2 boots? Yes. And for this one we need explosive powder, which we can't make yet, since we need a... I think we need a... what's it called? A lab. A laboratory. And we don't have that yet. So it's gonna take a moment. Okay. All fine. Let's dump some stuff in here. The rod we can dump in here. And we're getting kind of full on cool stuff. Which is always cool, to have lots of cool stuff. I would say we refill our water from our water collector, and then we go and blow up some stuff. Some of those possibly... well, I took way too many. I'm gonna quickly put some in the base. Some of those possibly super alloy, like boulders. I don't know what they're called, but we're gonna blow them up, and then we don't need to care anymore what they're called. We just remove them from this world. So I think it was in this direction. And then we should maybe consider making a locker for super alloy and a locker for uranium, since we're getting kind of full on this cool stuff locker. And don't get me wrong, there's still very cool stuff, but we have a very full cool stuff locker. And don't tell the cool stuff that the cool stuff locker is actually just like random stuff that we don't have lockers for. Like, don't tell that to the cool stuff, because it might think that we don't think that it's cool, which it is. But yeah, it's gonna be a bit full. So let's check if this one is also super alloy. It's in a different place, but it has kind of the same color. And I could have tried to maybe blow up two with one. I think there's another one very close. It's not. Ah, this one's aluminium. Okay. So that's not super alloy. That is fine though. Having stuff is never too bad. Here. There we go. Let's also blow up this one. There we go. I mean, having aluminium is not an issue. We already have a locker for that, so we actually don't fill up our super cool stuff locker. It doesn't give us something fancy in there though. Like with the other ones, you get a rod, or uranite, I think it's called. Here you don't. Okay, so explosives are gone. I'm kind of considering just quickly running back with the stuff, maybe also entering this one, just to have it gone and have collected it. Can also just grab stuff from here. Of course I can't do that. Let's drink some water, let's take another thing, maybe eat this one. And up, we have more space again. Just to fill up some stuff, since we have enough resources right now, it feels. And we can use our backpack to just move stuff to our base. And have it not lie around in the open here. Talking about drinking water, let's do that in real life too. And again, I'm kind of considering now to maybe move my headquarters to the mountain base. Maybe to start expanding there. Just because there's more space. Like, it's a very big open area. I think that's a very cool place to be. Maybe even the coolest place to be. But I'm not so sure yet. We need to figure it out. Magnesium completely full, but we have a second one for that. Silicon, we do have that. Then cobalt. And we don't need this one, but there's some iridium that we have. Plant stuff. Sorted. And let's dump the food. Take 2 of those, and we grab 1 water bottle from the water collector. I think there should be at least 1 bottle in there now. There we go. Well, I took 2 of them. I guess we can just be a bit more liberal with drinking the water. That's all good. So, I think it would be interesting to look at this giant spaceship that we saw from the mountain base. And to explore it further, I think we should make another little outpost right in front of it. I don't remember if inside spaceships, I think they don't have pressurized like air pockets in there. So we actually have to, you know, watch our oxygen. Yeah, I think since everything's broken, we're gonna have to watch our oxygen there. Which means best idea probably is to build a little living compartment right in front. Where was that? Like, oh wait, there was... Okay, this is this little pit, which we don't want. Let's quickly check this box. There's some uranium, which we do kind of want. But we don't want to go into this pit. We want to go somehow, like, I think around here. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad to build the launch pad and build the navigation stuff, like a map satellite, I think it's called. Just to see what we are dealing with. That would actually be very cool. But this could be something that we're gonna tackle in the near future. Did we already check this one? Explosives. I think we didn't. Some super alloy, which I would love to take. Yeah, we didn't check this one. Okay, we already read this one about the... Sometimes they just repeat the same drone entries. And I'm saying sometimes, and I basically mean just the ones about explosives. So here's some explosive devices in there. Just if we want them. I'm not gonna take them now since that's not really our goal at the moment. And I think we're gonna just stumble upon it again. At some point. It's not too important. So over there, this green stuff that you may have seen. That is the spaceship that I'm kinda aiming for. Should also aim for not dying right now. Nearly died from, not starvation, what's the other one? Suffocation. That would not be too great. Okay, so here's our mountain base, which we may expand soon. That would be actually cool. Yeah, there would be so much space here to actually build stuff. I'm kinda selling myself on it right now. But it needs to not have lots of space. I mean, over there is also lots of space, I guess. It also needs to be closely connected to interesting stuff, in my opinion. Otherwise we like have to run for hours just to get somewhere. Literally hours. The worst. So that's a very interesting area here. I should kind of grab some stuff for living compartment on the way. We're gonna need, I think, 2 titaniums, 3 iron and 1 silicon if I'm not completely mistaken. Which is something that could very much be. There's some shiny stuff. What's the shiny stuff? Is it... Oh, is it osmium? Perfect. We need that for, I think, the jetpack. So let's grab some of them. Maybe not too much, since we actually want to do something different too. Could drink the water. So here is osmium. Alright. So home, mountain base, osmium, and then spaceship somewhere here. And it would be not too bad to maybe put really a living compartment around here somewhere. Yeah. A bit closer to the spaceship, since we're gonna now explore that one. Maybe we do 3 extra iron on top so we can build a locker. So that means we need 6 iron, we need still 1 silicon, we need no further titanium. So we have enough iron for the compartment and the door. Doors are always important. Without a door, you don't have a living compartment, you have a box. And it's very uncomfortable if you want to constantly tear down your walls to get into your living compartment. That's not a way to live. Let's get comfy here. Alright. Go in here, let's put down a locker. Maybe also just quickly make a beacon to have it. Titanium, silicon, aluminium. Okay, we don't have aluminium right now. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna aim for creating that, since we don't have one of the components for it. But if we get an aluminium, I would probably make a sneaky little beacon. I wanted to say bacon. It's just why... There should be one of those words, not both. Beacon or bacon. Let's make a petition. Let's make a petition on change.org, because that doesn't lead to anything. But it looks like we did something. So, let's go inside this wild thing. Is there gonna be light on, or is it gonna sun? Okay, so... yeah, that's an issue. Can we disassemble? We can disassemble. We do not have a torch. God damn it. Should have made a torch by now. I think we can kinda make it happen, though. We need a silicon. Let's grab another iron. Kinda sure that we need one of those. And I think it should be possible to make a torch with the stuff lying around here. At least the first level 1. So, silicon, magnesium. Yeah. How much of what? 1 silicon, 2 magnesium. 1, 2. And 1 of those ones. And that should be fine. Then we can actually see where we're going, not constantly bump our heads. Sulfur, magnesium, aluminium. Okay, so we can easily make the upgrade, just not with the stuff that we have around here. And from what I remember, there's gonna be tons of stuff in here that we can collect. How do I do the light? Okay, with F. F is the light. Wow, I see nearly nothing. That is not too much. Oh, hello. Nearly bumped the head. So the stuff that shows us a hammer we can take apart, but the stuff that shows us a drill we can't take apart yet. Ooh, there's some stuff in here. Circuit board. And we're gonna probably need those very soon for some crafting. Okay, those aren't too obvious that they're containers, which means that I'm gonna have to kinda come close to a few things to check if they are containers. This one for sure is a container. Fabric, uranium, aluminium. That one we need for a beacon. Fabric kinda important, I think I'm gonna take it. Let's eat this thing, take the uranium just because it's a bit not expensive but important still. Let's take 2 of those to make us some breathing thing. Aluminium, not too important right now. I'm kinda not using all the... Sorry, need to change my sitting position. All the backpack space that we have, but I think that's fine. Drink a water, take a water. Yeah, this for example with the drill we can't take apart because we just don't have the deconstruction chip yet, and I think we can't make it yet. So we are, as the cool kids would say, shit out of luck. Fabric, still kinda important. And we can't make it, so let's take it. One thing that I remember is that I often went through... Oh. That basically filled up my whole backpack. I went through those multiple times, and each time I figure out that I missed out on something. Biolab is very good. So now we can make explosive powder or whatever. For cooler stuff. Can we open this? No. There's a screen, read message. We need to outrun Sentinel Corp with our autonomous terraforming technology. They say it over and over. But the robots just aren't ready yet. They forced me to send my little baby so far away. Babies. We're dying. But they won't make it. Even if I create them as best I can to be able to terraform a planet, we just needed a little more time. Is there a chance one of them misses me? I don't know. Is there something in here? I think not. I think it would be more obvious that they are kinda open. I don't know why I took this one. I think we can just... You know what? Let's just drop some stuff in here. Maybe not the iron, we can make lockers. But let's drop the other stuff. Aluminium, kinda don't need it. But let's stick with it for now. Circuit board for sure. And those are also... Okay, spacesuit kinda not relevant right now since we are... Like especially since we are in single player. The spacesuits, from what I remember, are just... looky. What's looky in smart words? Visual. Looky. Alright, did we open this one? I guess we did. Oh yeah, there's open fusion reactor. I don't remember if I figured out what to do with these ones. But I guess it's gonna be interesting in our future at one point. We have one space which is gonna be taken by whatever is this. It's full now, but maybe there's something. There's a fabric, circuit board, some iron, more iron. Okay, let's go outside and dump our stuff, make another locker, and then we can go back in and plunder again. So another locker. Maybe another one, since we do have the stuff for it. Dump everything. Oh, except for this. I do want to make another oxygen capsule. food and water should be fine so far. So let's go back in. I'm not planning on taking everything. Right now it's just not worth it at the moment, maybe later. Let's take this just so we can eat it at one point. Let's take this so we can drink it at one point. Fabric for sure. So, fabric, circuit board, iron for another locker. And otherwise you just dump stuff into any of those boxes. Pulsar quartz. I have no idea what this is for. Iridium rods we are able to make quite quickly. I'm not sure if we need to grab one here. Let's just do it. And some iron. Now I'm not sure how much we can still do in here. How much we have not explored yet. It is very likely that we missed out on something, but I think we're good so far. So I'm now kind of planning on heading out again. Ooh, I think this... Have we been in this one? Yes, I think we have been here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna head out again. And figure out what else we can do. Maybe we can... Like there's other parts, like this one I think on the other side, maybe we can enter those too. So I wanna quickly check that out. Gonna drop all this stuff. Let's have a sip, let's have a quick nom nom. And it's getting dark. But I think that should be fine for us. Kind of trying to see if there's some entrance into these ones. I think there's not. I don't think I remember that in the original planet that the ships had multiple entrances. I think they only had one. And I kind of assume that it's the same here. So yeah, I'd say we are gonna leave this one for now. We can come back later, maybe when we have a rover or something with a box on it and just blunder it. But it's gonna be in a bit further future. Okay, so this is fine so far. Kind of weird to see the technology and everything here, spaceship, and it's completely deserted. Like there's no one here. That's kind of interesting. Okay, let's take the most important stuff, which is not circuit boards, but blueprints. Maybe this one we can use, the iron, aluminium, because out of those we can kind of start making, I need the stuff lying around, we can start making a better base in our mountain. Better mountain base. And I think that's kind of the thing I wanna progressively work on, to expand the mountain base and just have it become the main base at a near point in the future. So I don't really know if this is the correct way or if I'm gonna drop myself into this pit and then I can't get out of again. Like comfortably, but I think we are fine. We go up here and yeah, that should be fine. Oh yeah, what I'm also very interested in is the... What did we need the osmium for? I think we needed it for the jetpack. And that would be very cool. Better jetpack since I'm currently not running, I'm just floating. So that would make it better with moving faster. Alright, let's put down some lockers here too, just to have them. It's always comfy. And let's put aluminium inside. This one too. And maybe grab some titanium. How much? Okay, we don't have too much iron. What do we need for the big one? 2 super alloy. That would also be cool to have. But let's go with this for now. We can replace it later, even though it's gonna be really like a big pain. But I don't want to waste super alloy on it right now. Like, we can make it, but it's just a hassle. Let's grab at least 2 titanium. Maybe we find more iron and then we just scale with the iron that we find. So 1 iron, gonna take another titanium, need another iron somewhere. Iron, there we go. Is there another one? Yes. Backpack still fine. Titanium, 1 more iron. Anyone, iron, there we go. Okay. 1 more iron, very good. Okay, we can actually expand quite a lot here with just what we found now. So we can make how many? I think we should be able to make 5. But yeah, I can keep control pressed to make more stuff without switching out of it. Alright, so this is our... it's pretty much the same size as the previous one. But it's a start. It's just a start. Now, we're gonna have to also get the blueprint stuff up. And maybe I'm just gonna make a screen for this, since I don't want to build a whole biodome right now up here. Or can we, like, is it gonna take, yeah, okay, it's gonna take a while. So let's do iron and silicon, and then we need 2 iron for a desk. Not magnesium. Silicon. And then we need 3 iron total. Good one. Could be some more. Maybe this one is an iron, I think. Yep. And this is silicon. There's an iron. We need nothing else. Okay. Then we can quickly process our blueprint chips. Maybe we find something cool. Maybe the deconstruction level 2. That would be a pleasure to have. Let's put our desks here. Like the first one. Maybe we can fit the second one here. Not sure. We'll see. Code. Vehicle unlimited oxygen. Vehicle T2 speed. And equipment. We are getting to the area where we can, like, we now got chips for vehicles. Oh, vehicle station, terraformation 6.5 MTI. We are very close to something very comfortable. Oh god, I'm really looking forward to this one. Kinda makes me want to push for it. Let's push for it. I do want a vehicle station, really much. It's just so comfy. Yeah, let's push for it. Some water, let's go back. Yeah, I'm gonna refocus now on pushing the terraformation index by just building stuff and using up resources for that. So we're gonna have to use some uranium for more energy, and we're gonna have to replace some of the stuff that we have, maybe for higher level stuff, and I think we can then just comfortably push by focusing maybe on the stuff that gives us currently the lowest terraformation value, whatever. Which is probably not oxygen yet, since oxygen is... like it went hard with the biodome glasshouse thingy. Maybe heat. I think it's gonna be heat. That's kind of lacking currently. But yeah. Okay, I really wanna have the vehicle station. It's just so comfy to have it. Especially since you can have a box on it. So expanded inventory, and you can have it fill you with oxygen. That's just so comfortable. And of course it's way faster. It is really comfortable. And convenient. Both. Totally both. So let's go to our screen and see where we are. I mean, we for sure will need the energy, but biomass is the worst currently, but I think we can't produce too much biomass except for with this grass spreader, but it's just not heavy enough. It's mostly doing oxygen, I think. Yeah, it's not really like 0.19 is not that heavy. Pressure is the lowest one currently, so we could do more pressure, which means another drill, T3 drill. We can plonk down quite a lot of those. We do have aluminium, iron, and I guess titanium, so why not? Take some, take the rest with this, dump this stuff. And let's just see how many we can put down. Maybe we're gonna put them somewhere else where there's a bit more space. There's no space anywhere in our starting area. Maybe we can put some here. And I hold control again. That was 3. Energy is still fine. We can now make a sign that is kind of useless. Pressure is 122 now. We are now kind of lacking in heat. Silicon, titanium, aluminium, and iridium rods. Do we have... We have 1 rod. We can't make another one, I think. Can we? That's 5. That's 7. We can't make another one. So we can in theory make one of those heaters, which is fine. Let's just do that. Is it gonna blow up our energy? No. Okay. So silicon, titanium. We really don't need magnesium a lot, which is kinda nasty since we have so much of it. Do we... I think we have the heating room over there now. The boiler room. Let's grab a quick sip of water here. Can also eat something. Oh yeah, we could create this one soon. I don't have osmium on us. Those. Now, I am kind of getting closer and closer with the electricity. I think I do want to make another nuclear reactor too. We can make 1. Need 9 of those for the rod. And then a water bottle, 3 super alloy. We luckily do have the stuff. Let's take the water bottles out of the collector so it can collect more stuff. kind of thinking maybe I should start just building stuff like this over in the mountain base, but maybe... No, I think I'm gonna build here until we have the vehicle, and then we can comfortably move stuff to the mountain base. So we're gonna build the vehicle bay in the mountain base and then use that kind of as our hub. Alright, so we're kind of playing with pressure and with heat right now. Biomass, I don't think we can do too much at the moment. Biomass, plants, insects, like these we can't do. I always thought that it was possible to like do something else in here, but maybe that's something that unlocks later, like something with bark or so, like tree bark, not dog bark. Should we just do more drills? It needs 2 of each, and each are iron, aluminium, titanium. I mean, we can just do more. That's not really an issue. So let's do that. How much iron do we have? I think it's gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the aluminium is gonna be our bottleneck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can make 4 drills currently. Let's do 1, 2. Okay, and then the aluminium. And then we're gonna have to grab some more aluminium. Or we just dump this here real quick. Hope we don't forget about it and die. Let's take this one, it's very important. And then we slap the more drills. And hope we didn't miscalculate our energy production. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we're not speeding too much with the terraformation index. At the moment it could be better, but that's alright. I guess it's gonna be a bit of a patience thing there. You don't do too much pressure in my opinion. But also heat. But for this we would need more iridium rods, or just iridium to make rods. How do we... what else do we need? Like the other stuff is not that bad. We could go for more heat. Let's see if we can maybe farm some iridium stuff over there. Or at least bauxite and dolomite, so we can also have the ore crushers kind of do something for a bit, since they are, or the one ore crusher I think we have is pretty much idle the whole time. So let's go there, maybe explore a bit further than we have been so far. Do we have everything? Yeah. And just see what we can find. Maybe some cool stuff in boxes. Didn't leave anything here apparently. Let's go explore. I mean, anyway, the terraformation index is gonna rise and we're gonna run out of resources, so we anyway have to then go out and find uranium, for example, for more energy. It's gonna be interesting to see if there's anything over there. True, I wanna quickly check about the mapping. Sign, mapping, a compass. And then we need the launch platform, which is also doable, but then we also need to make a GPS rocket. And I think this one the recipe we can, or the blueprint we see inside the launch platform. So we don't have that yet. some bauxite. As promised. What's this? Iron. It's okay. Not too interested in it right now. Mostly bauxite maybe. Or something fancy if we find something. Iridium in theory. I did snap iridium for a while. But that's always how it is. You decide not to get something and then you need it. It's just how it is. Is there some in there? No. There's some over there. There's some death down there. Let's take this stuff that's lying around. Could blow this one up if we had explosives. But we don't. Bauxite. Always good. What does bauxite become again? Is it... I think it's aluminium. Like we do have aluminium, but it doesn't hurt to have it. Have more of it. So this looks interesting. Is this... and that's aluminium. So we do have actual aluminium appearing in this... on this planet. Not just from the ore crusher. Alright, so there's... I guess it's fine and we're not gonna die from just walking past it. I guess our suit is fine with the heat. Now, I'm not sure if I want to fill up the backpack right now. I think I want to quickly check if there's something cool inside here. I mean, from how I understand this game, there's gonna be just more cave, more stuff to explore. What's this? Uraninite, very nice. That looks very cool. That looks really cool. It could be that this is one of the areas where there is some story. I remember that the cool caves in the original planet had some story elements. Kinda missing chests. There should be more chests in my opinion. Obsidian. Okay, that's already a step further than we currently need. Gonna take this uraninite. There's a chest. Maybe I'm just gonna drop some stuff in here. Yeah, this is useless. Let's drop some bauxite. Just some. Maybe also the... oh, I can't drop more stuff. Take a look around. Uraninite. I will take this because it is useful for taking apart. More obsidian. Even more. We do need to be aware that we need to get out of here too and not die of suffocation before we come back. So I did see that there could be an exit up here, which I'm gonna take now. Since if we die we just drop our stuff, and I mean it's fine, we can grab it again, but I don't wanna. So let's see where we get here. Alright, so this is the sulfur area. This is one of the living pods. We can go up here. That is very cool. That is very good. Cool. Let's take some dolomite and go back to our base. Throw the stuff in the crusher. And then come back. Potentially. I'm not sure if I think we can manage to get to this one, yeah, before we suffocate. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. And now we go home. Go home. So, that's very cool. We have found a huge cave system that is full of iridium. So if we want to go heavy on heaters or need iridium or iridium rods for something else, we can do that. We also know where we have more uraninite and the obsidian or obsidium, which we don't have any use for yet, but that's not an issue. At least we know where we can find it. As well as like some, I think I already said aluminium, but that's fine. We are very close to having liquid water. That is kind of exciting to me. It's gonna be an interesting change in the scenery, I think. But that also means that it kind of should have already started appearing, because it doesn't just appear at the moment, but it appears over time. And then it's kind of like it has finished appearing. So we can put our obsidian into the cool stuff. And we do miss one iridium for another rod. But we can make another heater: silicon, titanium, aluminium. Silicon. No magnesium. It's so crazy how much magnesium we have and how little we need. Yeah, it's very close. It's just a few seconds away, maybe a minute. And then we have liquid water. I don't know where. I don't see it, but we have it. Maybe we should check out the ice cave with the potential osmium in it. That could be another idea to do now. Check if something changed there. Okay, so we are nearly at 3 MTI. We are at 3 MTI. We are now at liquid water, which means I'm gonna drink. Alright, and the next stage is lakes. So I was totally wrong. We don't have lakes yet. It's gonna be the next one. But that means that now there will be lakes appearing. Which, if you ask me, is exciting. Let's drop some water. But liquid water, I do still want to take a moment to check the ice area for any changes, because I think this is the most likely one to have some changes now. See, there's water appearing, and that kind of tells me, if it already appears here, that our base is screwed. Oh god. Okay, so, Alright, so that's something to be aware of. Yeah, okay. We are gonna have to move our stuff, I think. In the very near future. Because we are getting a lake right on our front door and it's not too far down. Alright, so let's go in here, check. The ice may be melting. I don't know actually, I don't remember too well. If it changed here. This seems to... Yes, this is now osmium. So this actually changed hard. Because this was frozen before, now it's not. Iridium, I'm gonna take it just for the heaters. Okay, so this lake is now completely molten, smelted, smolten, smelterino, liquefied. Oh yeah, and you see some, I don't know if you always saw some stuff dripping down, or if that's just now because everything is melting. I don't remember. No, not too interesting. Let's head in this direction real quick, see what's there. Drink some water, eat some food. Need to keep an eye on our oxygen. Yeah, I think we saw this one over there. I think I took it. So I'm gonna just head further without too much distraction to see what we have here. And it's again a big ass cave. See if there's something. Oh, uraninite. That's always nice, since it can break down into uranium, iridium, what else? I think super alloy. So I do enjoy me some uraninite. And there's some other stuff here that we can plunder. We need to also not die. Let's just take this stuff. Take nothing. Yeah. Take some of this. There we go. We're kind of against the time right now, but at the same time it's not too much of an issue. We can build... I think I'm gonna do that. Build a quick living compartment here. Shouldn't hurt. And doesn't take too much time. What do we need? 1 iron, I think 2 titanium, so 1 titanium left. 1 titanium. And that should be it. Or quick and dirty outpost. Okay, let's continue. Could as usual slap a locker in there to store some stuff, but I'm not confident that we're gonna come back here soon. So I don't want to put important stuff here. And I also don't know how this is gonna change and if it's just gonna be underwater. And then it's even harder to find again. We have 2 more spots for uraninite in theory. If we do find more, or something even cooler if there's anything in a box or so. Doesn't look like it. So there's one. There's another one. And now there's a chest, god damn it. Yeah. I think I'm good right now. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. We can eat this. And just take another one. We have so much food at home. And we haven't harvested, I think, at all today. So there's also all the stuff ready to harvest. Like, food is not an issue at all anymore. The main issue now is we have to get back. And I do think that I'm gonna start moving stuff to the mountain base. So maybe getting back also means getting towards the mountain base. No, actually no. Since we need to... wait, did we check this one? It didn't, and that's very bad because there's a blueprint in there. Since... okay, we need to dump stuff in the ore crusher. We're gonna have that just work in the background while we move stuff. Yeah. I think that's how we do it. We just dump stuff in ore crusher, it works, and we then just focus on moving stuff to the... like moving all our machinery towards the mountain base, setting everything up there. This is gonna be interesting when this opens. Yeah, and I think when that's done, we're also... well, I guess that's a dead end. Then everything should be... then it should be close to unlocking the car. I did want to do the car later. I did want to move with the car. I'm completely distracted now. So I did want to move when I have the car, but seeing the lake rise already, right in front of our door makes it a bit tricky, in my opinion. So I'm gonna just start doing that now. You can see now if it progressed a lot already. Like, in the end it's not too much of an issue since we can just dive. I just don't want to have my stuff in the water. Yeah, that's not an issue yet. Okay. Not much happened. So let's go in here. No, let's go out here. Dump stuff in here. Is it full? It's nearly full. I guess it's not generating anything anymore. Let's drop this all here. Need to severely do something with the magnesium, it's so bad. Let's use up the blueprint. Like, moving stuff isn't too much of an issue. It's just gonna be a bit of legwork, but it's okay. So I think I want to start with grabbing, making some of this, and then I want to start with grabbing iron and just move iron for lockers, mostly. Build lockers there. 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 1 extra. And then we, I don't know, we just move stuff. Let's do that. Drink some water and take some. Also in real life, drink some water. And I don't think it's gonna take too long to move stuff. It's just gonna be a bit. The backpack is kinda big now. It would be interesting to see what the even bigger backpack... Oh, we can't make it yet, I think. But there is one that we are gonna unlock before the car, or the rover. So that would be also interesting. And especially convenient to just have a bit more space, do maybe 1 or 2 runs less. But it's fine. It's not taking too long. Just a few steps. I really shouldn't have taken this much magnesium, it's so crazy. I don't know what it's used for. Or at least I'm currently not using it. I kinda hope that we discover some very important magnesium dump, like some recipe, some blueprint that needs magnesium a lot, and because we just need to make that thing often. I don't remember if there was one. Like, there's so much of this stuff lying around. It looks cool, but it's completely useless right currently. Alright, lockers. Take this one apart again, it's a bit off. Oh wait, I need to... Yeah, I'm just gonna continue building. And then we can take this one apart. And we're done with iron. So let's dump iron. Uranium. Iridium. I can change the... Yeah, that's not too smart. I can change the location, so the setup later. just now. I'm just dumping stuff wherever. And then we do survival. We put 1, 1. Oh, this has already some stuff in it. Let's take this out. Cobalt. Did I write cobalts? Wrote cobalts. Cobalt. And we can do aluminium. Aluminum. I think it's aluminum in this one. Aluminum. Yes. Okay. Then let's do another run. Back to our home. And we can see if we can figure out some perfect route. Just to make this whole thing a bit more, I wanted to say more exciting. It's not exciting. It is not exciting. And I think I'm gonna just do it a few times and see how long it's kinda interesting. And I'm gonna do just something different. You know, to not burn out on playing discount Death Stranding. There's so much stuff to collect, but I think I'll never touch it. Oh, what are we having here? That is very hidden. I think those are the golden chests now. Ah, yeah, I do remember there was another green chest somewhere. And I think those are the wannabe golden chests. Since I remember that the golden chests, which were like the rare ones in the original planet, they had little figures in them that you can put some like decoration. I think it was like that. And this one now also had one. And we found a different one. I have no idea where it was. And it also had a figurine in it. We just were too full on stuff. Like the backpack was completely full. So yeah, that's a thing, I guess. Okay, let's fill up our bags again and do another run. How are we on the... Yeah, 1.36%. That's like nothing. Can I do a quick check on... There's no backpack increase for us. This explosive power I think needs the lab, which we don't have. Yeah. Oh, do we have this one already? Do we have T3 or T4? I think we have T4, yeah. And the next one would be... No, it's not here. But the next one would be T5. Is it? Here, yeah. T5 at 5 MTI. So that's gonna be a bit. Yeah. Okay, another run. Let's go. Take some water from this one. Not that we need to empty it right now, since it feels like the moment that we got water, like first we got food kinda locked down, and it's not an issue anymore at all. Like we still have the stuff that we need to harvest, and we have so much, like we have so much food here comparatively to before. And now with just one of those water collectors we have water locked down. It is not an issue at all anymore, which is nice. It's nice not to worry. In general, like it's nice to not have to worry. It would be very funny if the mountain top base would be somehow uninhabitable because of the terraforming process, but I think it can't happen, or it shouldn't. Maybe it terraforms in a way where the lava from there just starts flowing over here, and then the whole mountaintop is screwed. That's a slight fear that I have now. Great. Started worrying again. But I think it shouldn't happen. Nah. It shouldn't. And if it does, then I guess we know better for the next time, after we come back after a rage quit. Left click to equip. Sure, let's equip this. We have now some cool green suit. And we will never see it again. Star from effigy. Right click to build. It's here. Very cool. Survival, do we have... Yeah, we have some food still. I don't think we have an empty locker for plants. We do need 1 iron. Maybe we can just quickly grab an iron. Somewhere here. Is this iron? No. Nope. This is iron. Yeah. There we go. And then we build another locker. Then we build another locker, maybe a bit too quick. Or plant stuff. Let's put it here. Oh wow, it's... oh, god damn it. It's not aligned, but it's fine. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. I do want to make another run. At least one. Wow, oxygen multiplier 600 is crazy. That is truly a lot. Alright, so let's do 1, 2... I think we are fine with food. But I do want to take one with me, just in case. And I think we're going to do one more run, and then I'll see if that's it for today. I do still need to do some cooking in, you know, this real life world. Also fall damage. I don't know if there's fall damage, I think there is, but it is completely negated now with our jetpack. I'm still kind of surprised that the jetpack just has infinite power. That is so nice. Where's the like bad systems that are counter player interest? So many games have like limitations, and this one doesn't limit doesn't limit you in floating around a few like centimeters above ground, or I don't know what that is in freedom miles. 20 inches, I don't know. One foot and 8 inches. Is that how it works? I don't know. We could empty this one and bring the stuff over. Let's do a quick sniff. Nice. What's energy? Okay, so one thing we need to keep in mind is when we move the generators, we need to move one by one. Because otherwise, for a whole trip, we're gonna have no energy. And that would be bad. Survivable, but not great. Oh yeah, true, I wanted to get rid of the solar panels at one point. But they do generate like 200 kilowatts, I think, and we are 94 or so in the green. So if we remove all of the solar panels right now, we are losing energy. And that's not good. So that means we need, I think, 3 nuclear reactors to like counteract them now, or 2 nuclear reactors to counteract them, to just not go into the below zero, into the negative. So this is kind of something to figure out what we want to do. Kinda would like to have just more reactors now. But with this we need... Oh wait, I mean we have the uraninite, which does create uranium for us. So it could be that we are gonna get to that point soon. No titanium, no cobalt, some iridium, nice. Some uranium. Iron, very good, we can make more lockers. Can we make another one? Nope. Can we really not make another one? Totally. Okay. Aluminum. Do we have magnesium already somewhere? No. Nice, we're gonna have to build 2 magnesium lockers again. Magnesium. Iron. And then we need to dump stuff somewhere, maybe in iridium. Just for now. Nope. Nope. Where's silicon? Oh, it didn't make silicon yet. Oh, great. Well, also in iridium, and this one too. Have a sip, and then we do another round. Yeah, so the ore crusher is now kinda filling up our inventory. I did take the dolomite with us, I think, at least one of them, which we can't do anything with except for putting into an ore crusher. So what do we need for an ore crusher? T3, bauxite, uranite. This is actually not an issue, I think, if we can save some bauxite and uraninite from the ore crusher down there. So we can just build a new one up there in the mountain base. I think that would be very good. And then move the inventory of the lower one to the upper one and take it apart. The lower one. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Let's try to focus on this now. And let's focus on having another zipper forger. So home, sweet home, home, not home anymore, soon home. But this little puddle, well, I think it slowly grows, not too much though. I mean, we do have tons of time now. It doesn't progress much in this stage with what we have. Oh, we don't have any bauxite anymore. Well, that's an issue. Okay. It is... it worked through it very quickly. I'm thinking of just quickly doing a bauxite run. I mean, it shouldn't take too long. Let's just do it. It should be just up there. Do we have no more water? Let's take one, just to be safe. So that we don't get knocked out. Let's take some water so we get knocked out. So I'm kind of thinking of just going up there. I mean, I think you can also go up there and get some bauxite, but nah, I'll go here since I'm already on the way. Bauxite, we need 2, I think. Yes, 2 bauxite, and then we go straight to the mountain one. Let's do a quick sniff in here. And continue. That's nothing. Yeah, I did already collect lots of bauxite here. I think I'm kind of out of luck on this part, but there should be more in this direction. Or in this cave. I think I didn't grab too much here. There's one. Just need one more. And that's it. Let's go. Let's take this iridium just to fill the backpack. And I'm kind of trying now to head through here and up to the mountain base. I think I kind of have the area mapped out so that we can make it, or I can show again how great I'm at navigating and we land in some dead end. I would, if there's some betting happening, I would bet on the second one. Is there something cool here? Let's just drink the water. When we get the biolab, which is something we can build now, we will need sulfur, I think, for some stuff. Like the explosive powder, I assume? Is it called explosive powder? I think it is. That one will need sulfur. Yeah, okay, cool. We have a living compartment down here. We can take a quick sniff again. Wow, so smart of us to build one. Just here on the way, we were so forward thinking. Oh yeah, it's because there is a... down there is somewhere a spaceship that we didn't manage to actually get into. Like, we could build our way there, but there's just so much other stuff we can do, and that I decided to do instead. So, just up that hill should be our base. And then we build our ore crusher, T3. Hope that it doesn't completely nuke. Oh god, it's gonna nuke our whole energy. That's not great. I did not check that. It is actually gonna nuke our energy. Okay, how much does this one take? 21. It actually is okay. You know what? Shit happens. So, energy is down. That's okay. Kinda. I'm gonna try to somehow make it work by hoping that we can create another reactor. 1, 2, 6 in total. That's kinda good. Okay, so we have 6. We can just disassemble stuff, for sure. So we have 6 uranium, we need 3 uranium. And more, I think, since like we have now... No, actually I think if we take apart the other one, the other ore crusher, then 6 uranium should be fine. Because we just make one more power plant and we're good. I should have checked the energy needed. That would have been smart. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for being smart. I'm here for failing upwards. Hopefully. So, yeah, I kind of want to... I want to see if I can fix the energy issue before I stop the stream. We need 3 uranium. I think we have 3 uranium with the spaceship over there. So this would be a possible solution. But it would of course be even better if we have 3 uranium in our home base, because we can then just, you know, move more stuff from the home base. And it's just like 2 birds, 1 stone, I guess. So this one we can take apart. We have 2 uranium in it, which is very good. This means we just need 1. And we have enough uranium. That is very good. What do we need for the reactor again? Super alloy. Ah, we need to... Okay, we have the super alloy over there, but we can't make a rod over there yet. Well, we can easily make this station over there, I think. We do have aluminium. Yeah, we have all of this stuff. So... yeah. That should be fine. I think I do want to drop some of this here. Actually, more like this. And I want to take the super alloy. Just in case. I think we have enough. Just not super sure right now. And then we build a new crafting bench over in... Wait, let's check how much power we need. And if one reactor should be fine. Not enough power. We need 10. 10 power is not that much. But still want to make a reactor. So we are gonna build the advanced crafting bench in the mountain base. Then we're gonna use that to build the uranium rod and therefore also the reactors, or 1 reactor. And this should lead us to have enough energy. And the old advanced crafting bench we can just disassemble and get all the resources back, so it's not an issue to have this double. Gonna take another sip of water. It does dry out the throat if you talk the whole time. Who would have thought? Really interested in what happens here. Like, is it gonna be a little lake? Is it gonna be a whole cave system down there? Am I going in the wrong way? Am I going in the wrong way? I am. Okay. Let's not drink water. We have just 1 bottle of water with us. Although we should have more in our mountain base, so I think that's gonna be fine. Yeah. Yep. What's this? Ice. Okay. There would be some ice, but we are not interested in ice anymore. Like maybe for vegetubes. I think for this we need them. But apart from that, like for water we don't need them anymore. Or does vegetubes now also rely on bottles of water? Bottle of water. So many questions, not a single answer. Alright, so we want to build an advanced crafting station. Aluminium, titanium, magnesium, silicon. We dump stuff that we can't use right now. We take silicon, magnesium, I don't know how much. Oh yeah, there's no light in here. Great. Can we already build it? Titanium. Titanium. At least the signs still work. Luckily. Alright, let's put it maybe here. At least for now. Take some uranium. Where is it? Aluminium. Uranium. There we go. And that should be enough. Luckily. Now we need to get 1 more super alloy and 1 water, but we also need to drink something. So a super alloy is in here. And this should get us back online. Let's put it... I don't know, let's put it here. It's always safe to have a nuclear reactor right next to a building, next to a home. Okay, so everything starts working again. So I will... Oh, I didn't... I think the beacon was also still active, so that's nice. I'm not sure how realistic it is, but maybe it has like some backup power thingy. Or it works with solar, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna just let this... Oh! Something turns into fancy stuff. Like some... I think we found this little crystal here. Alright, so... And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna take some water. I'm gonna put away the stuff we have. Do we have enough iron to make a locker? We can make 2 lockers, which is very good. We do need at least... Wait, so we need one for silicon. Silicon. We have one for uranium already, which is empty. We could make one for super alloy. Wouldn't hurt. Let's put it here. Super alloy. Is it 2 L's, I think? Super alloy. And dump this. The dolomite goes into the crusher again. Would be cool if this box would also be a bit bigger. But it's fine. Oh, it is actually bigger. There's more space here. I take back everything and anything I said. Cool. So we are slowly getting there. It's slowly taking shape. We need to still move most of our stuff, but I think we're progressing. But for now, I'm gonna save. That's pretty much it for today, or for now. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye-bye.